All right. I'm Hannah Davis, and this is Leah Herman, and we have Ileana with us from the Migrant Ministry, and she's going to give us a little bit of information about what she does there.
So I'm Ileana. I work at the Hartville Migrant Ministry, especially, specifically at the Hartville Migrant Center. I am the volunteer coordinator as well as a student here at Walsh as well. So I kind of oversee all the volunteers that we have, specifically the leads, and making sure that their activities are being run accordingly, not only with our mission, with our Christian values, but as well as it being in the best interest of the migrant population that we serve. I'll also work with scheduling, coordinating off-site and on-site events, whether that is dealing with the medical aspect where it's like a well child visit. We'll have diabetes checkups. We'll have tutoring, different aspects that I'll touch into a little later. And I'll also work closely with our director of services, our board, so our president, our vice president of the organization, and as well as our medical director to make sure that everything's kind of going smoothly and people are doing what they need to do and just kind of having fun with it as well, because no one wants to be boring. So at the Hartville Migrant Center, it's down in Hartville, Ohio. We have a medical clinic. We have an education kind of area where we have a little computer lab, a library. We'll have GED programs. We'll have ESL, English as a Second Language, tutoring, like I said, within the medical clinic. The medical and education are probably our biggest two services that we offer. Out of all those services that we do offer, everything's free to the migrants. So the migrant workers that come up from either the southern states or Central and South America, they'll come up, they'll work from May through roughly September. They'll do field work, planting crops, cutting vegetables, working in the warehouses, cleaning it, getting it ready to be distributed into the grocery stores. All of that is free to them, our services. So our medical clinic is our biggest one. So we have doctors from Altman, doctors from Cleveland Clinic, and from Mercy Medical Center. They'll come in. They'll do, we have neurologists, we'll have like a family practice and a pediatrician. So our clinic kind of runs in spurts. So we'll have morning hours, afternoon, and then mostly evening hours, just because the migrants do work generally from about sunrise to sundown. So we do want to make sure that our services are available to them when they need it, not just like a regular 9 to 5. Like there'll be days where I'll work from like 9 to 11 at night just to make sure, it's open and they're getting what they need. So we'll provide that. We'll have nurses come in. We even have student nurses as well from Walsh and Malone come in. Medical shadows, we'll have those come in, residents. And then with the education aspect, we'll do tutoring for like the elementary through high school, because these kids, although it's summer, they do go to summer school, they do go to summer camp, but our main focus is getting them caught up. So being a migrant child, you move wherever your parents move. So you go to sometimes 3 to 4 different schools in one academic year. So making sure that they're caught up on their credits, making sure that they're on the road to graduation, that's kind of like our big thing, is we want to make sure every child graduates. Regardless of the path they want to take, you just want to make sure you at least get your high school graduate. We'll even do vacation Bible schools. That's kind of one of our biggest things, following with our Christian mission. Is just making sure that we are installing those values and those beliefs in their day-to-day values and their activities, but we try to make it fun. So last year we did like an aerospace kind of robotic theme with them. We'll always have churches and a bunch of other service groups come in and kind of lead those. It's just kind of making it fun for the kids, and they see their parents work hard in these environments, and we just want to just kind of make it fun for them, and show them that there's different things than what they see in their day-to-day life. So there's that.
So what kind of church services do they offer?
So we'll have mass. They have their own little church, which is right down the street. It used to be like an older church down in Hartville, but it was donated to us, and so now it's just the Hartville Migrant Center's church. So because of the political climate that we're in with dealing with immigration and a bunch of other factors, we want to make sure that they're safe. They're safe, they feel like they belong, and they feel like they're welcomed. And so we've been very, very gracious to have our own church, to have our own center, and to have our own kind of little community built where they won't have to go into some places where they feel unsafe. So at the church, we'll do mass. We'll even partner up with other churches where they'll do, like I said, Vacation Bible School, but baptisms, first communions, confirmations, weddings, quinceañeras, so that tradition of becoming a woman in the Hispanic community. That's kind of what our main thing is. So.
And then can you just talk about your mission statement then?
So our mission is just being of service to our neighbors. So that's our biggest thing is acknowledging your neighbor, being of service, welcoming them, and respecting them overall. So we really do try to kind of push for that, looking to your neighbor and helping them too, because at the end of the day, you know, although they may not grow up here specifically, but, you know, they're our neighbors, and we just want to be of service to them in any way that we can.
And if we want to volunteer there, what can we do to?
You can talk to me. You can talk to me. No, you can also go to our website, hartfordmigrantministry.org. You can go there. There's a little volunteer kind of summary page tab kind of thing. You can go there. You can just kind of get a brief like synopsis of what we do, and then there's an application it'll send you to a different link. You can fill that application in. We'll have open houses before the center opens, and then towards the end as well, where you can come in. But we always have volunteer opportunities available. I never turn down any volunteer. I love volunteering with all my heart, and if there's anything that I know I can do for someone else or they can do for our center, you know, we'll make adjustments.
When do they usually open? Like, what's the season?
So our season starts usually the last week of April through mid-October.
Okay.
So that's kind of our in-service, in-center hours, our prime hours. And when the rest of us are working off-season, kind of off and out of the center, it's just mostly preparing for the next wave of people that come in. So.
Okay. Good.
I think that's all the questions I have.
Okay.